Ideas of things progress. Things just don't happen like that. Things happen today since other things happened yesterday, and in a way they cause, and I make clearly difference between cause and effect, causality, but they progress, they change all the time, and that's how things move in biology and hence in life. So it is a continuity. It is a fuzziness. It is not A plus B, C or whatever. It is something that continuously moves a bit more, a bit less. It's if you want to, it is not Boolean. So it is not plus, minus, more. Okay, good. Mind operates on sensation. Minds that do not operate on symbols, on letters, X's, numbers, etc. It operates on sensation in order to create itself information. So information is not something that exists. It is the mind that creates the information based on the sensory input it gets. What it reads, what it hears, what it feels, what it smells. All that are sensory inputs. Right? Sensing, the word sensing, is acting and cognition that go together. So sensing is you cognize, you know something, but at the same time you act, which again refers to the concept of enacted cognition of Verwella. So sensing, acting, and cognition, you cannot separate that. So if you wouldn't sense, somebody wouldn't hear, who wouldn't see, who wouldn't smell, who wouldn't do anything. He cannot act and he cannot cognize. Now he can act as an engine, as a motor, right? I mean, if you wouldn't hear, feel, smell, and whatever, you could probably still move your legs, but there is no cognition. There is nothing intelligent behind. So the sensing is very, very important, right? In whatever has to do with mind. Mind recreates prior information. So it is not a question of memory, it is not a question of storage, it's a question of recreation, which means that you can recreate that the way you want to recreate that. And so you can recreate your past. The past is not finished. People think that the past is finished. The past is not finished, since you make the past up each time again that you think on the past. And like many people that did their military service think it's the best time of their life, it was not. But that's how they want to remember it. And that is a very strong, dangerously strong capacity of the mind, right? That it remakes the past. It tends to be embodied as a collection of relatively independent modules, and again in that creation, that connectionism between all those modules, there's a lot of sense making. So you remake, again it's the same element, you remake each time sense out of things you remake the past. A mind as an action selection mechanism of autonomous agents is implementable on machines to a certain degree. So to a certain degree, since it is a mechanism that you and me as an autonomous agent is helping me in selecting, that kind of mind can be made artificial. Right? So it is possible to create artificial minds to a certain degree. Now that's a whole discussion in itself, etc. And I refer to a book written by Kalfa that was titled What is Intelligence? And that gives many different forms of intelligence. Well, some of these forms of intelligence can be implemented in a machine.